everyone and welcome back. Today is the 4th of January in the year 2021 and I'm at 27th Avenue and 2nd Street in Astoria, Queens, New York.
And the time is 12:37 and it is 43 degrees Fahrenheit.
A beautiful day.
Yes, it is.
And here at this bus stop you can get the Q18, the Q19, the Q102 and the Q103.
You know, whoever is in this building here and whoever the new building and the one next to it, get a on the other side over there, get a lovely view of the Triborough Bridge.
Yeah, depends which side of the building you'll be in.
Right, that's why I said on the, what is that, facing north, I think.
Look at this prime van or bus, whatever it is. This is the second one I'm seeing like that.
Yeah, goes to show you the business they're doing. The trucks are getting bigger. Jeff Bezos is the richest man in the world now, right?
Yeah.
Isn't that amazing?
And his wife is his ex-wife is a top philanthropist.
Oh, she's giving out a lot of money.
Crossing 8th Street. No, we're not crossing 8th Street. 8th Street is to my right because it's not like a cross street. To my left there, I got some rental bikes, city bikes. St. Margaret Mary Church and Parish Center.
This is 12th Street we're making a right turn onto.
The street seems so narrow.
It is. You can still take a city bus down through here though.
Really?
City bus is 8.5 feet. It's more than
yeah, but what you're saying, you can take it down here. This is the city bus route.
No, I mean you can actually drive a city bus through here. It's narrow, but it's not too narrow.
Yeah. And I can see we're going to be driving under a part of the Hellgate Bridge.
No, we're not going to go all the way through.
Yeah.
We're going to make our right here.
Yeah.
At one time, I think you could go through. That was a long time ago.
Yeah, but now it says do not enter.
Right, now it's pedestrian and bike riding friendly.
And to my right, to my left, that is Astoria Park. And if you go into Astoria Park and go across, you could go onto the Greenway and walk up to Ralph DeMarco Park.
And that's the RFK Bridge going over the park, directly over the park.
Yeah, and the one further down, which I was thinking at first we would be able to go underneath, that is the Hellgate Bridge.
Right. And we're going to make our left turn here onto 21st Street. And drive through part of Astoria. We're in Astoria right now.
Did you see that nice husky dog just now?
Yeah, I glimpsed him.
And this street in front of us is Hoyt Avenue. I'm looking at a Spirit airline all the way over there taking off out of LaGuardia Airport.
You really know those airlines, don't you?
Nations Steel. In Jamaica, the most popular steel company there, which I think that's the only steel company there, is Tankwell. Yeah.
Do they really weld tanks?
You know, I don't know if they're well tanks, but you know, most places they do make those massive tanks from those big material. I don't remember the name of them right now. Yeah, I think they call them steel plate. I'm not sure what they call them, but yeah, Tankwell, you get 3/8 steel, 1-inch steel, all kind of different steel products. Yeah, Tankwell.
Do they get the raw material from the island, or do they have to import it?
You know, I don't know. But one thing I know, when you're on the island, you'll see those trucks going into the hardware, the flatbed, with tons of steel on them. And when you buy 1 ton of steel, you get I think like 118 length in 1 ton. Yeah. Yeah, somewhere around there, about 100. And so you can buy 1 ton if you want, or if you want a half ton, you can buy half ton if you want 1 length. You know, depending how you want it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, this is the trestle we're about to go up under for Hellgate Bridge, right?
Yeah, this is a section of it.
Oh, there's some massive trestles, man. Look at them. That is real. But I guess it has to be huge because some of those trains, mini cars, and carry a lot of heavy materials.
Yeah, so we have some city bike right here to my right. I noticed they're very popular in this area. And the Q100 coming down. And we're crossing 23rd Avenue. We're at the corner of 21st Road and 21st Street.
We're approaching 21st Avenue. Around that corner there is the Federation of Italian Americans, who would do a lot of immigration work.
USCIS. And when you have to deal with those people, you got to be patient and precise, you know. Whatever they ask you for, you send it just like how they ask you for. If they didn't ask you for this, don't send it.
Right.
Yeah. And one thing I can tell you, it takes time, but they do get on top of what they have to get done, you know. What street is this now we're on?
Let me see, we're on 21st.
We'll find out.
We're crossing 23rd Avenue, and this is 20th Avenue and 23rd Street.
Club car. Crescent Street to my right. Power plant.
Looks like, yeah, it is. Looks like Con Edison. I'm not sure, but yeah, that's what it is, Con Edison.
else it is on? You know, it's getting a bit overcast. But
Yeah, I see
when I
that.
listened to the weather report, it did say it would have intermittent clouds throughout most of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the morning was pretty bright, and some parts you can still see a lot of areas without any clouds. So I think it's just overcast for right now, but let's see.
Yeah, I did hear the weather, or read the weather said it was gonna, sun was gonna disappear under the clouds later on this afternoon.
And it's just 47 minutes afternoon, so it's afternoon.
Mm. Well, actually, I said disappear under the clouds. It's gonna disappear over the clouds.
Yeah. You know, normally you say 12:48,
Mm-hmm.
like what we're seeing here, 12:48. But then if you say 12 minutes to 1,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it's like more going to 1. But if you say 12:48, it's after 12. But if you say 12 to 1, it's closer to 1, right? But it's the same time.
You
You
mean
get
it
it?
sounds like that?
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, it sounds as
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
closer to 1 if you say 12 minutes to 1.
Right.
But if you say 12:48, it's like, oh, it's after 12.
It's just after 12, yeah. You're right.
And we're crossing Steinway Street.
Steinway runs a long way.
Mm-hmm.
And it starts at, I think, what, Northern Boulevard? Yeah, I mean, it starts at Northern
Yeah,
Boulevard.
I think so, yeah. Sixth Street.
You can really stay out of the traffic running down here.
Mm-hmm. You know, like the local roads over the highways
Mm-hmm.
and parkways and turnpikes and stuff like that.
And this is Hazen Street right here. This street right here will take you straight down into the Rikers Island detention.
Have you ever been to Rikers Island? Say no.
I've never. I've taken people there, to visit, but I've never been there as an inmate. Thank God.
That's what I was actually asking you.
No, I have taken people there before. I knew people that worked over there.
There are not a whole lot of people that work there.
Mm-hmm.
When it's overcast like this,
Mm-hmm.
then it looks as if it's really winter.
It does.
Yeah. Santa Claus and Mr. Penguin hanging out there.
Good Morning Boulevard. You know, I think I made a wrong turn there. Or did I? Because I want to go back toward Queens. Yes, so I guess.
But we're in Queens.
I know. I mean, I want to go back toward East Elmhurst, Queens.
Okay.
And so what I do is instead of making a left turn, I made a right. So I'm just going to do this quick right, another quick right.
You know, I noticed it in your turning because you were like hesitantly making that turn. Westway Hotel.
So we're back on Ditmars again, right? Yep. This right here, see this road right here will take you right around by LaGuardia Airport. The back part of it by the Marine Terminal.
Oh, to Old Marine Road, so you can go to Terminal A. Yeah. And when you get off, when you make that turn there off Old Marine Road, then you go on to, you go into Terminal A, and you also have Hertz Car Rental right there.
Right.
Yeah. Crossing 76th Street. You know how they have this thing where when you see a Volkswagen, a bug, and you punch somebody and say punch buggy? Yeah, now I think they should change it to punch prime, because then you'll be punching a whole lot of people. A lot of people getting punched. Each time you see a prime van, you say punch prime, yeah, and you punch somebody.
Everybody walking around with sore shoulders, right?
Yeah, I think people would get to punch people more often. Somebody's always doing that to me, and because they're looking for the bugs, then they always get them and punch me. And one day they didn't see it, and I was lucky enough to see it before them, and I just punched them real good. I didn't hurt them though, you know,
Yeah,
but
back at you, huh?
yeah, but I got them.
We are now on 23rd Avenue.
And up to my left here we'll be passing Plainview Park. In the summer it's really nice. You can sit over here and watch the planes going in over the airport.
Yeah, that is nice over
Yeah,
here. I've been there.
this is it right here to my left.
Yeah, it is very nice.
Yeah, when you're sitting there you can watch the planes over LaGuardia Airport there landing and taking off, depending on the route that the planes are using at the time.
Yes, it's a really PLAIN view too.
Yeah, but
That you can view the PLANES.
yeah, but I think it's plain view.
Yeah, it's PLANE
Yeah,
view.
yeah,
Yes.
that's the name of the park.
Right, and it's a PLAIN view.
Yeah.
Yes, very clear.
Yeah.
And to see the planes landing, oh my goodness, they seem like they're gonna land on top of your head, you know, if you don't move out of the way. They be so low.
And we have Vaughan College to my left there.
This used to be the College of Aeronautics.
Okay.
I had a old high school buddy who went there after he got out of high school.
And to my right, that is the Korean Church of Queens. Crossing 94th Street. And we're in East Elmhurst now, right?
We need some first, yeah.
Bardia Cafe to my right.
I used to know the previous owner
Of the cafe?
of the cafe. Yeah, it was actually called Red Light.
Okay.
It got that name because the names of the two people that owned it, which were husband and wife, her maiden name was Redding, and his name was Lightburn, and so they called it Red Light.
Oh, that was cute.
Yeah.
Yeah, they have a big nursing home.
Yeah, it was a popular place to eat too. That she really cooked very good.
Elmhurst Care Center. So what kind of food did they have there then?
Different kinds of food, from fish, chicken, vegetables, fried stuff, baked stuff.
Pause for cause. This is the Q23. This is the last stop for the Q23. Yeah, it runs from here all the way over into Forest Hills, into Metropolitan area side. Yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Not a problem. Well, they are still building this airport, man. It looks like it's getting closer and closer to here. Wow. I know one thing, the people who live right there on the edge there, the view of the whole airport is kind of cut off now because of the building they're building right there.
Could we go on that road and go up on to 114th Street?
Yes, we can.
Yeah.
You want to stay local?
Yeah. Q19. You know where Q19 runs to?
Well, it runs now. They extended the route to go into Flushing, New York, but I believe it eventually. Does it go into the 74th, or does it stop right here? No, I'm not even sure. Yeah, I think it goes all the way into 74th.
What we're going to do when we cross 114 here, we go straight up onto Roosevelt.
Into the park over by the stadium. Yeah.
Crossing Northern Boulevard, and this is 114th Street.
These buildings to our right are the Doreen Miller Cooperative Co-op Apartments.
If I go to my right here, then I'll be going on to 34th Avenue, and if I go to my left, I'll be going on to the Grand Central Parkway, but I'm going to continue in a straight line here and go up onto Roosevelt Avenue.
And what's the name of that park right there to our right?
That's Hinton Park. And further down, when you go through Hinton Park, and go over onto 37th Avenue and 113th Street. Right there you have the Louis Armstrong Playground.
Okay. And then there's PS 143 School diagonally to our right, and the building to our right is Meadow Manor Apartments, right?
Meadow Manor,
Yeah. Actually, City Field all the way across the road to our left. The Billie Jean King Tennis Stadium diagonally across the parkway to our right.
And all of this that we're running beside here to my right, this is the Hinton Park.
And we are now in the town of Corona.
And coming up we have the Holiday Inn. If you look straight across here to my right, you will see the Louis Armstrong Playground. It was just recently renovated.
And it's open again now?
Yeah, it's open fully now.
Okay.
And up above that is a section of the number 7 train tracks, the elevated section, and the number 7 train run from Flushing Main Street into Manhattan, and you have both the local and the express 7 train. The cross street in front of us here is Roosevelt Avenue, which we are going to be making a left turn onto. We could take that left turn all the way out to Flushing Main Street. And if we make a right turn, then we could go all the way back to Junction Boulevard and all the way down.
This number 7 train is really vital to mass transit. Can you imagine if all the people take the train decide they were going to drive their cars to work?
Yeah.
It would be like a parking lot all the way into Manhattan.
And the number 7 train is the only train that come out to this side here.
Right.
And we're going under an elevated section now of the Long Island Railroad tracks.
No, this is...
Oh yeah, this is the branch off to go into the train yard.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's further out there. Yeah.
Got it.
So this is a branch off where they take it to go into the train yard, the number 7 train. And we're now entering into the Olmsted Circle. Not quite here, but entering.
Oh, you remember that name,
It's always there. I admire the flowers that come up out here.
Yeah.
Each year around. They plant them in a circle actually, so they're really beautiful. A lot of tulips.
Yeah. You see how naked and how bare it looks right now?
Yeah.
All together different when the spring comes.
Yeah, because the tulips are bulb flowers. Yeah, so they spring up as soon as the spring comes.
Passing the Billie Jean King National Tennis Center to our left, where the U.S. Open is held.
And these vehicles coming in here, coming off the Grand Central Parkway. passing the Queen's Museum. There's a big sign on it that reads, "Dear service worker, thank you for keeping New York City alive for forever." And behind the museum, you can see the Unisphere directly behind the museum. I remember on the 17th of December morning, during the snowstorm, which it wasn't really windy or too dangerous at that time, I was over here like before 7 o'clock doing a video of the snowstorm, and it was so beautiful over here because the whole place was just white and it didn't have footprints in the snow as yet.
Yeah.
And it was just fun, and I walk all the way from the Unisphere side, go across the bridge and go over to Meadow Lake. Yeah, it was really awesome.
That's a nice walk.
Yeah, it is.
How deep would you say the snow was at that time?
Well, some places, I would say a little more than a foot. That's 12 inches.
Yeah, but that is some pretty high stepping
Yeah.
if you're walking that far, because you went all the way across you crossed over the Long Island Expressway.
Yeah, and go all the way over to Meadow Lake.
To the north side of the park.
Yeah, so some places were, where I
I'm sorry,
walk,
the
it
south
was,
side, yeah.
yeah, it was more than a foot.
Yeah, that's the south side of the park. Over
And
there.
I was so tired because I was like the only person walking there. So I didn't have any tracks to walk through that somebody who had previously been through, you know.
Yeah, that's why I said some high stepping.
Yeah, you know, like when you watch
Takes
the
twice,
Pack
3
of
times
Wolves.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like National Geographic, and you see one in front, the strongest one, like a male. Yeah, he's the dominant one of the pack, and he'll be going through, and then the others,
Making the way.
yeah, will be walking in the way. Yeah, well, I didn't have anybody to do that for me, so I was doing it myself. I was so tired.
Blazing the trail.
Yeah.
Really nice the way you can ride through certain areas of this park and taking the view. It's a little barren now, but it's still beautiful to me.
Don't worry, we are now in January, February, March, April. We're talking about spring right around the corner.
Yeah. At the park, people out here raking up the leaves, the dry leaves.
All the way over there to my right, they have a snack shop and they have a rental station for Surrey bikes and paddle boats. You saw these Canadian geese? Yeah, apparently all of them didn't migrate.
I guess if they're just a hop, skip, and a jump away, so if they want to go to Canada, they can just flap their wings and be there in no time.
Yeah, but most of these birds, they migrate, they fly up to, when they migrate, they fly up to like 3,000 miles.
Wow,
Yeah.
that's a lot of flying.
And this is a lot of water. Seems like I should have brought my bathing suit. It seems like you got a new beach over here. And this is where I will be ending my ride in Flushing Meadows-Corona Park. I hope you have enjoyed the ride with me. Please remember to subscribe and see you soon.